Hello and welcome back to another Minecraft Let's Play video with me, FoxyNoTail, here on the truly Bedrock survival server. In the last video, we made this amazing zombie spawner Trident killery thing in order to get levels. And I got a lot of levels, and so did Chuck. And then we died because baby zombies can slip through the glass, which is our XP release hole. So I've had to put a slab there to stop that from happening, and hide my tools inside of here just in case it happens again. And as you can see, I now have more tools. I have a very, very fancy silk touch pickaxe. I have a very, very fancy axe that doesn't have any unbreaking or mending on it. I have a rather fancy efficiency 4 mending shovel, and I got a silk touch unbreaking and mending shovel as well. So not all of the things we needed, and by far not enchanted enough, but we are well on our way to getting that with this new machine. On the agenda for today is still us getting prepped and geared up and full of netherite with many, many enchantments on it. And in order to do that, we're going to need an enchantment table. So we've got plenty of diamonds now. We've got a bit of obsidian. And thanks to Chuck and his busy AFK work. Oh yeah, Chuck also died. I put him down at the zombie spawner to fix my shovel for me, and yeah, zombie crept out and got him. So Chuck's had a death, although he's a camera account, so it doesn't actually list it on the death list. But yeah, anyway, point being, Chuck has still been busy in here getting us lots of things. So we now have 27 leather, which is enough, well, for 27 books, I guess. But let's not forget the cow farm. Obviously, we've got all of these cows here, which I've been semi-regularly breeding in order to get plenty of them, so that once I've got myself a nice and looting sword, that's what I need, I'll be able to get many, many more leathers from these guys, which will help us out massively. Which means so far, without needing to kill any cows, we can make 27 books. Which means we can make 9 bookshelves. So we're not all that far away. So clearly then, our first mission should be to get some sort of mending, unbreaking 3, and looting on our axe. Now I have Unbreaking 3 book there, but that's really a good one to have on your armor, although it does have Curse of Binding. That's also a good armor one. Neither of those are particularly useful for us right now, and our mending book is also good for an armor book. Oh, geez. And looking through every single one of the... Oh, there we go. I was going to say every single one of these books, and not a single one has looting on it, but that one does. One book. One book out of all of them. Chuck, have you got any more? Got anything else that's useful? No? Oh, jeez. Okay. You can't put looting on an axe. I think you can. You cannot. Really? But an axe is a oh, my goodness. Am I really going to have a sword? I don't want to have a sword. Oh, jeez. Fine. We'll have a sword. Oh, fire aspect would be good on the sword as well, so that we could get many steaks. So now we can have tasty cooked beefs without having to run them through the furnace. Although the furnace would be able to generate us a bit of XP, but I'm going to take it. And I'm going to go chopping some cows and then breeding them again. Okay, cows, it is time for a culling. There we go. Oh, wow, they're one-hit kills as well. This is perfect. This is absolutely ideal. We'll be getting many leathers and many beefs. And there we go. The herd has been sufficiently thinned. All we have now is a bunch of babies and over a stack of leather. Which means we can get this enchantment table done right at the beginning of this episode. Oh, this is fantastic. Okay, I've crafted an enchantment table. Now all we need is a bunch more bookcases, which of course means we need a bunch more books. Now, I don't want to overdo it with the books. I don't want to make too many. So let's just make another 6 bookcases. I think that should be enough for level 30. Let's find out. Having said that, I say let's find out. I don't actually know how I'm going to build this thing yet. I'm guessing I probably should just dig through one of these walls and do it there. However, with our XP source being all the way down there, it might be a good idea to put our enchantment station down there. But it is quite a long way away, and it is quite annoying having to keep going up and down these stairs. But then I guess it's not something you're doing particularly regularly, right? If you're enjoying this video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe if you're not already for more FoxyNoTail content. And there we go. Just like that, we have a brand new room with all of the things we need for enchanting in it. We have a table that gives us up to 30 levels, as I can demonstrate here with this pickaxe. There you go, level 30. We have the bookcase. We've got a crafting table to craft things. We've got a stone cutter because, well, when you're working with a lot of deep slate and stuff like that, that's quite useful. We've got a grindstone to unenchant things. And, of course, we've got a chest full of junk, which is all my building materials. So that means that we can get cracking. I've even brought my lapis down here. I only have 14 levels, but what could we potentially get? As expected, a total load of junk. So, oh man, does that mean I've got to be AFKing at this thing for a while again now? Oh man, oh geez. Oh, zombie village ahead, you're going to have to move again, mate. Can you? Maybe you could go on there. There you go. It's... Does that mean we're going to get cursed enchantments with his head on there? I don't know. But what I do know is I'm not going to be spending a very, very long time here getting lots of levels. Oh, jeez. There appears to be some sort of problem with my Trident killer. The zombies are going around and around and around, but they're not getting minced. I can hear the Tridents in there. Can only assume it's glitched into the block slightly, though, because the area's been loaded and unloaded. So, I'm going to have to do a little bit of manual chopping here. I've got a sword. Why am I using the axe? Get rid of these guys. Pick up the Trident. Put it back in again. Pick that back up. Ow. Find a... there's small chaps in here. Many of them. Oh, jeez. And now there's big chaps. Oh, jeez. I didn't think this through. I'm going to die again, aren't I? No death. No death, please. No, I'm not ready to die again. Thank you. I don't want to. Let me out. Let me out. Oh, please, just stop bobbing me up in the water. Thank you very much. Jeez. Wow. Oh, always life on the edge with me, isn't it? Right. Let's throw the Trident back in again. There we go. And it's still doing absolutely nothing. Why isn't it working now? Is there too much water in there? It worked before. Is it because the little guys down here? Are they somehow blocking it? No, they're just not dying. What? But it worked before, mate. Okay. Plan B. I think you're on plan about F by this point, aren't you? Yes, possibly. Okay, turn machine off again. Redstone lamp is lit, so no more zombies should appear. We gotta figure out why and how this is happening. Okay, I think what might be happening here is because the water's flowing downwards, perhaps it's pushing the Trident into the ground. Why it would suddenly start doing that now and not doing that before, I have no idea, but this is Minecraft Bedrock Edition and anything could happen. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a button on there to stop the water actually getting inside this thing, and hopefully that will still allow the zombies to flow through. You see, I don't need to use a water-based Trident killer for this because the zombies don't spawn quick enough to clog up the system, even if you just, you know, use a normal Trident in there. So hopefully if I do that and turn the machine back on, we'll put a block there just to be on the safe side, and I'll go and flick this lever to turn that back on. Fingers crossed, the zombies will still end up inside there. Let's find out. They will, and now hopefully they'll get minced. Why are you not getting minced? There we go. You just had to jump about a bit. That's so weird. Okay, let's break that torch. Put that glass back there. And let's go way down here and see what happens. It would be nice to see what's going up in there for a minute. Well, he fell down immediately. There, that one died. That one died. They appear to be successfully dying now. Yes, now all we need to do is think about how we're going to get the XP out. And I think I've got the easiest solution ever. What if we just AFK here? The side of this block there, that should be close enough to pick the XP up through the glass. What could go wrong with that? Well, I waited there a while, but then one did manage to punch me through the glass and push me down the hole, which wasn't the worst thing in the world, and I'm sure we can adjust it slightly, but yeah, not too bad. And of course, there will be the odd zombie that comes through here with thorns, which means I'm going to take a little bit of damage anyway, so it's not the perfect solution, but it is a solution. Well, I've waited here for what seems like an eternity to get to level 30, but this is not a fast process. A single spawner is just not ideal for getting your levels up quickly. However, it would be nice to see what we can potentially get on these tools, and we could get Unbreaking 3. Amazing. What could we get on our shovel? We could get Unbreaking 3, of course. Why would it be any different? Jeez. Right. I'm not going to bother enchanting anything on the enchantment table right now because I want to do something else. And that is to try very hard to put these books onto these tools with this anvil and the levels that I've got. So I want mending on my axe, and that's going to give it sharpness as well, which is good because I like to use these as my main weapon. On my shovel, I would like efficiency 5, which I've now got, and on this shovel, I would like fortune, but I can't afford it. Oh well, I guess I don't actually need fortune on a shovel because that's only really useful for getting lots and lots of flint, which is probably what we'll need when we're looking at making a gold farm later in the season, but for right now, it's not all that important. So at the moment, we have got a very nice Silk Touch pickaxe, a pretty good, although no unbreaking, diamond axe, and a very nice silky shovel. Now, I just want unbreaking. Chuck, have you got me any unbreaking books that don't have armor enchants on so I can steal them? No. Mending. No. Oh, geez, Chuck. Need to try harder, bud. We need a place for all of these extra books because I've got too many books now. Oh, geez. Oh, they can go in here. Okay, I'm going to steal an unbreaking book from one of these. See, that's got fire protection 4 and feather falling 4, so that's going to be brilliant for some trousers, although it is curse of binding, which actually, if I put that on my pickaxe, I'll lose those amazing enchantments, but it won't be able to add curse of binding to my shovel axe. The word, but it's cost too much money. Oh, jeez. All right, I need more levels. Come on, just one more zombie I need for level 10. Now, it would make sense to bring an anvil down here so I can do that sort of stuff down there, and also an ender chest as well. In fact, I don't have an ender chest at all yet, so that is on the list of things to do. However, ender chests are not really going to help us get full netherite, so that's also on the... Oh my goodness, I've got so many on my list of things to do. Unbreaking 3, please. Thank you very much. We now have a very... Oh, I didn't name it. I can't name it now. I've got no levels. Doesn't matter. We now have a very nice set of tools, and once I've replaced a little bit of this armor with something a little bit more shiny, we will be equipped to go into the nether and go and find many ancient debris. So ancient debris mining. Obviously, that means I need to go down. Deep down. Ideally, without falling into any lava. That's my plan. To survive as long as possible and collect many ancient debris. And fingers crossed I'll be able to manage that with ease without having any accidents. And the good news is being down at the bottom of the world does mean there's very little likelihood of anything bad happening other than, you know, falling in a lava lake. Oh, jeez. Why is there always a lava lake? Every single direction you go, there's a... Oh, my goodness. Well, I was trying to avoid having to actually go on an excursion into the nether and find somewhere to get down. I was hoping I could just dig straight down to lava, but it doesn't look like it's going to be the case. So we need to find an area where there isn't many lavas immediately below us so that we can get down. No. Shoo. No. I don't care if you are a baby. There should be no hitting FoxyNoTail. Okay, so it looks like we've got many lava lake in that direction and that direction. Oh, geez, how are we going to get down below that? Maybe this area... Oh, no, even that's all... Oh, actually... No, that does look like it is potentially possible to get through. Oh, geez, this is going to be a nightmare. Okay, new plan then. We're going to go back to my little hole in the wall. And instead of digging in that direction, I'm going to dig in that direction in the hopes that that takes me underneath that other landmass. Which means I probably need to make this box a little bit bigger so that I can actually have room to dig out in that direction, I guess. Okay, I've dug down a reasonable amount, and I appear to have made it to this point here, which is a little open cave, so that's handy. Where are we in regards to lava? We're almost at the lava lake point, but I think we might get away with it if we just continue straight down. Fingers crossed. That's my plan anyway, and I'm sticking to it. So let's just carry on, staircasing down, and see if we can avoid that nasty, horrible lava. Oh no, there's magma blocks. That means it's going to be lava, doesn't it? It's going to be instant lava. Oh, maybe we'll get away with it. We might get away with it. Potentially. Oh, we've made it to lava level. Oh, this is good. Okay, that's quite the advantage, actually, because from here, we've got access to many things. Right, let's get rid of some of that and start digging down this way. Now, I didn't bring any wood, which would have been handy, so that I can actually carry lots of blocks, because obviously I don't have any nether blocks yet. It would be nice to actually gather some of these. However, good news, you can turn the nether trees into chests and things like that. So while we're here, let's just grab a little bit of this stuff. Fantastic. There we go. Look at this. Oh, we are motoring now. Let's just make this a little bit safer on the edge of our lava lake here. Just in case we have any accidents. And let's put all of these things in there because we don't need those right now. Let's continue digging down. Now, I can never remember the exact level to mine ancient debris. I can never remember if it's 11 or 15. I'm tempted to say it's 15, but I'm going to go at 12 because I can't remember. So this is where we're going to start. We're going to start by putting the torch down, having something to eat. And we are going to go very, very carefully, just walk in a straight line without falling into any lava. What could possibly go wrong? Well, it happened. I burnt to death. I wasn't recording. I think my stuff should be safe. Yeah, my armor obviously having no fire protection. I was able to get out of the lava, but not prevent myself burning to death. Okay, back down the hole. I was nearly home. I'd gone a long way in one direction. I was on my way back. Please be safe. Please be safe. It is! All of my stuff is here. This little pigman's got my gold helmet. You can have my gold helmet. Oh, you've got my armor as well. Oh, that's a problem. Well, that means you're going to have to perish, I'm afraid. Poor little pigman. Look, I got 3 ancient debris, but you've got all of my armor. You can't have it. It's mine. There we go. Back to normal, as if nothing had ever happened. That's not bad. We've got 9 pieces of ancient debris. And a whole bunch of netherrack and all that sort of good stuff that we can come and collect whenever we need to. Why is it always my island? Why do you never appear for anyone else? Go away! Shoo! I think I need to have a competition this season. Who's going to die more? The Wandering Trader or me? That could be interesting. Right, where am I going to stand this time? Where can I... Will I get levels here? Because I'm technically at the edge of a piston, so I might do. I do appear to be doing, but am I getting them all? I just don't want to stand up there anymore. It's too dangerous to stand up there. I get hurt. Yeah, I seem to pick it all up. Okay, then. I'm just going to stand... No, I'm not going to stand there because I pick up the trident. Oh, jeez, not again. Here, guys, you left your trident in my pocket. Yep, I'm collecting the XP from there. That's good. Excellent. Right, I'm going to put my valuable stuff inside of there, which, to be honest, is not all that much because it's pretty junk stuff. I'm going to leave myself a little bit of food and my pickaxe. Hope that I don't die while holding it and hopefully generate many, many, many XP. Get lots of levels, fix my pickaxe and come back to a very happy No-Tail. Well, I died again, and this time it was pretty frustrating because I had a lot of levels. You see, I was down here at the drowned farm, minding my own business, getting XP, and I decided to go AFK for a bit. Fortunately, I did put all of my useful belongings away in this chest so that I didn't lose anything if I died, and I blocked myself in with these doors. And I was just stood here, and I was coming in and checking on myself every half an hour or so, and I got to the point where I came in last and I had 49.5 levels. So I thought, I'll just wait until I've got 50. And then the next time I came back to the screen, about 20 minutes later, I was dead. So I can only assume it's Thorn's damage that's killed me, which is quite frustrating. And it took literally hours. I think in total it was about 4.5 to 5 hours to get those levels, which is ridiculous. So I don't really feel like doing that all over again. Which means that trying to get XP and leveling up and ancient debris and all those sorts of things to get myself all equipped, doing it the good old-fashioned way of using a nice zombie XP farm, is not all it's cracked up to be. So I think for now I'm just going to stick to making my island look a little bit better. However, I could really do to sort this system out here because it is totally backed up all the way into the hopper minecart, which is not ideal. So I guess that means before I do anything else, I need to do even more digging in order to find somewhere to put chests in to store all of this junk. Oh, jeez, great. I suppose here's as good a place as any. I suppose the good thing about this is that I can use the grindstone to take all of the stuff off of the tools and the armor that I've got from the system in order to get a few levels rather than actually using this stupid machine that kills me. And then what I can do to save space is combine a bunch of these tools and equipment as well to get some actually fixed ones. I know I could put these through a furnace and get a tiny little bit of iron and gold, but to be honest with you, I really don't feel all that poor when it comes to iron. And there we go. Everything is neatly organized. All of the tools and armor have been mended. And as a result of me taking all the enchantments off and working at this area for a little while, I've now got 32 levels, which is not the nearly 50 I had before, but it's good enough. And am I going to use those levels? It would make sense, wouldn't it? But realistically, what do I need right now? I mean, I've got very fancy pickaxe, I've got very fancy axe, and I've got very fancy shovel. So it really is just... So it's really just armor that I need, and I don't know if I want to waste my levels on rough enchant. So maybe it might be a good idea to try a couple of books. I mean, that's got projectile protection. I'm looking for armor. And it's also got Unbreaking 3 and Efficiency 4. That's not a bad book. And now I can't get level 30. So yeah. Oh man, it's hard work trying to get leveled up when you're not allowed to the mainland to do anything, you know, actually useful. Speaking of actually useful, Chuck has now got some time off. He's been ridiculously busy over here, filling up even more chests worth of stuff. But it occurs to me, if I have a grindstone up here, I can get more levels here as well. Actually, thinking about this, with all of the fish that I've now got, and all of the enchanted bows, and all of the enchanted fishing rods, I bet I could get a bunch of levels from all this, which probably means I could end up enchanting a bunch of my armor with all of these books that I've got. So maybe it's not the worst thing after all. But that does mean I kind of need... Oh no, I only need an anvil for that and a grindstone. Oh geez, let's do this. Okay, I've taken a little time to organize things as best I can, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to achieve it all, and it hasn't got all of the things that I need, but I've got a diamond helmet, chest plate, leggings, and boots there, my bows, and my other tools there. So on my helmet, I'm going to have protection 4, unbreaking 3, aqua affinity, and respiration. On my chest plate, I'm going to have projectile protection and unbreaking 3. Notice there's no mending on either of those because I've run out of mending books. On my trousers, I'm going to have mending, blast protection, unbreaking 3, and thorns 2. And on my boots, I'm going to have thorns 2, fire protection 4, mending, depth strider 3, feather falling 4, and unbreaking 3. Okay, I've rescued a few bows, which I think combining a lot of these together are going to make some pretty epic bows, and the rest I am just going to completely disenchant, starting with all the ones that's in here. I suppose emptying out my inventory would be a good idea. It rhymes. I know, it's good, wasn't it, mate? Well, that's not bad. 1 inventories with the bows and fishing rods, apart from the Curse of Vanishing ones, which you can't get rid of. I'm already back up to 27 levels. That's amazing. And all I'm going to do with these is find a nice quiet corner somewhere and dump them all on the floor. You can use them as fuel. I know. You can combine the bows. I know. It's not worth it. It's really not worth it in the long run. It is. No, it isn't. Okay, booties. You're going to be the best boots in the world. Oh, look at those. Depth strider 3, feather falling 4, thorns 2, fire protection 4, unbreaking 3, mending 1 boots. Foxy's boots. Nice. I will take them and I will call them mine. And now what I'm going to do is, although it would be better to have the netherite on my tools, I don't know. I just think having good boots is good, right? Although boots always end up in the lava. But then my boots aren't going to melt, you see. Woods, smithing table. Yes. Oh, this is excellent news. You can go down in my new little area here. You can go on top of the crafting table and we will have some netherite-y, very, very pretty, excellent boots. Oh, I feel more protected already. Look at me in my shiny boots. Oh, this is excellent news. Okay, then there is my helmet done. All that needs now is mending on it. So I'm not going to put netherite on that one just yet because it's technically not the best helmet it could be. And that's now my trousers done. And those do look pretty good. They're not the best, but they're pretty good. I don't want them to disappear, so I am going to put netherite on those. Why don't you put it on your pickaxe? Well, I don't... actually, you're probably right. You're probably right. I probably should put it on my pickaxe. But I want netherite armor. No, put it on your pickaxe. Okay, fine. Jeez, netherite pickaxe. There we go, bro. Then it will never melt. I know it'll never melt. And there we go, the last item to enchant for now because I've run out of books. So that means I now have efficiency 5 on breaking 3 and mending on all of my tools, which is absolutely fantastic. I have full diamond gear, although I need mending on my helmet and on my chest plate, but my trousers and my shoes are pretty good. And it means I have an incredible amount of stuff despawning in this corner, which I don't need anymore. So that's absolutely fantastic. And the last thing I want to disenchant is a bunch of these books, because these are pretty useless, so that I can put a couple of these bows together, I think. Now, you can say what you like about mending bows. They do certainly have their uses in the fact that they can be mended. And these 3 are pretty good. And these 3 bows that are infinity bows are pretty good as well. Although they do need mending. And I don't know how you can mend those. Maybe you can mend those with string or sticks on the crafting table. Give me some of those bows. Oh, jeez, they've all despawned. I think you need to craft. I think you need to repair it with another bow. And I had so many of them. And just think of all the dispensers I've just thrown away. Oh, I don't think, do I? Oh, geez. Yeah, look. I can fix my infinity bow with another bow. Oh, I'm such a moron. Ah! Oh, well, don't worry. We'll get Chuck back in. He can get us loads more bows. It's fine. Jeez. Right, let's disenchant a few of these. Get a couple of levels. See, what I figured as well is if you just do enough levels at a time, you get more money out of your books. So there's 1. We need 2 more bows then. Nice. That is everything leveled up. It means we've got a bunch of books left to actually disenchant for next time we need some levels. I'm feeling pretty good about all of that. Okay, so now that I've discovered that the key to early game success is disenchanting things, Chuck's back, getting me some more enchanted things. Oh, this is excellent news. And that means I can go on a mission in this thunderstorm, which I'm not going to sleep through because it means that Chuck's doing good fishing. Hey, Rogue. Right, yeah. I need to go on an adventure to areas that I wasn't allowed to go to until now. And that is somewhere where I can go and steal many more dirt. You see, they're working on that island now, so I can't steal any more dirt from there. But I want to terraform my island. I want to make it all nice and pretty. And in order to do that, I'm going to need lots of dirt. So, it's adventure time. So as night falls, the adventure begins over at this thing, which I have no idea if it's an island or part of a landmass or what, but I have just realized it's turning nighttime. And as much as my base is just over there and my bed's just over there, it seems a little bit far away to go and bother and getting it. Okay, we have light over there, so I'm going to assume that's a lava pool. We also have a creeper and a zombie. Yes, light is coming from lava, so oh geez, 2 lava pools. Slightly concerning. However, someone has slept, so that's also great news, although the creepers are still on me. Let's see if we can deal with those with our sharpness 5. Yes, of course we can. This is where expert level 99 at dealing with these things. Oh, and look, rabbits! Rabbits are appearing on this island. Hello, it looks like someone else has shared my plan to come and rid this island of many dirt. And also, oak saplings. First time we got a new wood for a while. And there we go. With an inventory full and a boat full. No one would even know I've ever been here. I mean, look, there's hardly any demolition to this area at all. It looks just as good as new. And now, with everything stored neatly away inside of the storage area, it is time to expand my island and do some terraforming. You see, I'm relatively happy with the width and the length, but I need to... Well, I don't want it to look so just long and thin. I want it to be, like, island-shaped. So, I'm going to start by expanding out in this direction and bringing it round to the front, hopefully without taking up too much of the room around Jessie B, and doing the same on this side. So we've got almost a bit of a circle. Well, as you can see, I have used nearly all of the grass and dirt that I got. That is all I've got left, and I'm nowhere near finished. As you can see, we have quite the sizable island now, and as a result of that, I've had to get rid of the sugarcane and the wheat and a lot of other things as well. And it also means that I need to get rid of the cows and the horses, and where I'm going to put those is underground in our base. Now, I don't want to try and faff about squeezing them all down this ladder. I think that would be silly. So what I'm going to try and do is dig my way through behind my bedroom here, pop up another hole up some... Oh, jeez. I've killed myself. Oh, jeez. Stand there a minute. Dig my way through here and then dig up another hole where they can all fall down into a water pit, and then they can go in their pens that way. Okay, so after a bunch more digging, we have a brand new area where we're going to be putting our animals, which is all kind of nice. So you can see I've put in the walls, I've put in the floor, I've put in some underfloor and behind these wall block lighting. I haven't done the ceiling yet, and one of the reasons for that is I'm going to have to dig a big hole in it to actually drop the animals through. So what I'm doing right now is I'm putting some fence gates on here. like that. And I may even segment this area up so we can have multiple different animals in here rather than having them all stuck in the same place. However, we got no way of getting them in here yet, which means that we're probably going to have to dig a rather large hole in the ceiling. The problem is, if I dig up, you'll see, well, water falls down from the ceiling, which is kind of what we want, but it's not exactly in the right place. And there's a lot of water between us and them. And what I don't want is the animals trying to float or drown before they get to the bottom. So I'm going to dig out a 3x3 hole all the way down to there, fill it up with air, and then leave some water at the bottom. And with that now done, all I need to do is put some water down here to catch the animals so that they don't die on impact, and then lure them in, I guess. How hard could that be? So here we go. A couple of buckets of water. We'll put one there, and we'll put one there. And that should make everything flow towards that side so they're not trying to escape out of the gate. And then I think with just a little bit of fence work, we should be able to at least create something in order to lure them into here and, you know, not elsewhere. We don't want them disappearing from where we want them. And there we go. We've got a little bit of an avenue to work them down now. And I'm going to start with our friendly skeleton horses because, well, I don't really mind too much if these don't make the cut. So let's find out what happens. That went in there great. And if we just jump over the fence here, there we go. We have one skeleton horse in. Fantastic. And this is skeleton horse number 2 down the hole. Excellent news. Come on over the fence. There we go. That's 2 skeleton horses in. Even more fantastic. And now actually, if I'm smart, I can do this even better. So, haha. Genius no-tail at work. In order to make sure I can get all of the cows in at once, if I just put a layer of dirt 2 blocks down in there, I can lure them onto that and then just break it from below and they will all fall down. Genius. Do you know, sometimes I just think I'm too smart for my own good. Why everything always goes so well for me and I never have any problems at all playing Minecraft. Okay, cows, it is time to follow me. I am the leader with the many wheats. All you gotta do is follow me. Yes, that's right. Every single one of you. Follow me around here through these fences, and if you wouldn't mind falling down... Oh, jeez. It's not quite... No, it's not quite on how I wanted it to go. No, you need to go down the hole. There, we got one in the hole. In the hole. Come on, in the hole, please. Wouldn't mind falling in the hole. There we go. There we go. And then just you... Excellent. Oh, no, 1 cow left. Oh, that was brilliant. I managed to get them all in with ease. Oh, and I'll start in that corner there, and they should hopefully push themselves all down. This is good. Excellent. Yes. Ah, got a cow. Oh, sorry about that cow. You weren't supposed to land on my head. I can't break those now. There we go. Yep. That one. That one. That one. And that one. All of the cows are down, and they are all, almost all, in the field. We got a couple of them that have escaped to the other area. But generally speaking, that went very well. However, it has just occurred to me I haven't actually chunk-aligned either of those, and I can guarantee there is a chunk line going straight through those. Let's go and find out. It's not... Oh, we almost got away with it. These ones will be safe. These ones may end up at some point or other getting deleted, but I'm sure we can spare a few cows. That's not actually too bad. That could have been a lot worse than it is. Oh, the cows that are in the wrong pens. You're going to be so tasty. I am apologizing in advance for your loss. But, oh, wow, look at all of that leather I get from those. You and you and you. Oh, all accidentally took to the sword. Now I am leather and beef rich again. Now, before I get too much more into placing dirt all over here, there are a couple more animals that I would like. I would definitely like some sheep so that I can get wool, because I've never got any wool, and it wouldn't be bad to have a couple of chickens either. Now, Jessie B has sheep. However, although she's online, she's not at her base, so she may have gone off and done something, and I don't really feel like going trying stealing again. Definitely will not be stealing any of Jessie B's sheep at all. I wouldn't do it. It wouldn't be the right thing to do, even though she's got so many of them. Look, so many sheep. No, I'm not doing it. I am not doing it. I will go and find sheep the good old-fashioned way. Now, there's that one that's tied up over there. Maybe I can steal this sheep. I don't think anyone would notice if this one went missing, would they? No, no, of course not. This isn't stealing. This is just, you know, clearing up the mess that was clearly made over here. I'm sure no one will miss it at all. I'm going to plug you in there. Don't disappear. I'm going to go find you a friend. Aha! Another sheep has spawned. You are mine. Thank you very much, sheep. Come with me. Here we go. Onto the land. That's it. Right, now I need to get both of those sheep down there, but there's no water down there at the moment, and they're going to end up in with the cows, which could be a bit of a problem. And sheep, you are not helping. You are not helping at all. You are living on the... If you fall down there... Okay, the solution to this problem is to squeeze all of these cows into this tiny little pen here. Okay, how hard could that be? Come on, cows. All of you into this tiny little pen here. That's it. Squeeze in. Squeeze in. That's it. All of you. That's it. Come on. You can almost get in. There you go. You're all in. Look at that. Isn't that fantastic? Now, I need to put a bucket of water there to flush them all back in again. Oh, jeez. This is not going well. Oh, jeez. No, don't come back through here. There we go. Hello, little sheep. Follow me if you would like some tasty dinner. Follow me. Oh, look. There's a nice hole for you to fall down. No. Don't go that way. Go this way. Look. Yes, that's it. That's it. Just look at the wheat and fall down the hole. That's it. And you. Don't you try and run away. Look at the wheat and fall down the hole. Well done, sheep. Excellent job. There you go. For a reward, you can have some tasty wheat, and I will have my water back. And now we have a sheep pen. We can finally start getting wool. Great news. Now I can go back to placing many grass and dirt and tidying up all of these no longer required fences. Oh, this is great. Well, a few hours have passed and I have been placing many blocks, and as you can see, my island now has some variation and it might look a little bit strange. I've even put a pond in the middle. There are no trees on it now. They will come back, but I had to get rid of them so I could terraform. And from the front here, the raft has been shortened and the grass now goes around the entire thing. I've had to dig out underneath because I ran out of grass, so I've dug out anything that's underneath the raised bits to reclaim some of this dirt and grass, and I've made this little pond with a lump in the middle there, and then we've got these raised elevations going all the way round to the back here. Oh, and I got a trident because, well, drowns kept attacking me while I was underwater digging the stuff back out. And now, after my first live stream of Truly Bedrock Season 5, I have fully decorated part of this. We have decorated the pond and we have decorated the little hill over there. And you can see we got lots and lots of trees growing around the outside. So the idea here is we've got this forest section around the outside and my own little swamp in the middle. I kind of want this to be a little bit like Shrek's swamp. So I've made the pond all muddy using water bottles on the dirt, and the fish are naturally spawning because this is an ocean biome. And behind me we have the little hill, and on top of this little hill where FoxyNoTail is stood, hang on a minute, one moment please. As I was saying, on top of this little hill where FoxyNoTail is stood is going to be an outhouse, a toilet, and the toilet is going to work, but not in a way that you expect. And if you want to find out how that's going to work, then you're going to have to watch the next video because this is the end. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.